Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Team out there, we are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes a quick grab. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And he's got it. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense hurting itself with a penalty. First down and 20. And the back gets the football. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's got some room with the 45. He's swarmed by the defense.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the quarterback here just threw this football away on 3rd and short. Starting to wonder about this running game right now. On 3rd and short, you decide to throw for it. Maybe they're looking to give the defense a new look or maybe keep them guessing. Let's see what they do here on 4th down.
The Knights will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. With the return, it's Green. Returner tackled right there. That's where they start the drive. Up front, line up. It's 1st down. Here's the handoff. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Green. Refusing to be brought down. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Here comes a handoff. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down and goal. There's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
And the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's escaping the pocket now. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. Coach chooses to go for a field goal, it sounds here. A set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. Right down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Open play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Defense surrounds it, just a short gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
First down here for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 10-yard line. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Knights will line up on 1st and 10. Here's that defense shifting again. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. To go with the ground game there, running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He finds the running back in the flat. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
And there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch and up for the 1st down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
So we'll start the second quarter here with a field goal attempt as they line up. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Trying to extend the play. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone. Hand it off. They make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. There's the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
The Knights will line up here on first down and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown. Nice. Strong game by this quarterback. So with pressure here, the offense executes a long, winding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on them. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Tulsa offense back on the field now. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Same tailback, another carry. That's good for a first down near the 40.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He made the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always blown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's
to the marker. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. They'll run it here. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Green.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
First and goal. An opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. This quarterback on fire today. That kind of execution, a long drive. That's why this team made it in the college football play.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
And the extra point was up and good. The offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff to see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Looks like they just decided to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Looking to scramble. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
And he's back to throw again after the incompletion on first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Deep shot caught out of the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So obviously they'll decline the pass interference call, and the touchdown will stand. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT puts him up 3. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hope the defense can get a quick stop. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Quick completion with the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. Hits into space at the 50. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Signs it with throw. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And the ball to the ground. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Knights will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Fighting Hurricanes offense back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. right for a quick completion. Takes him over to the 41. That's a nice game, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on the screen. Breaks loose at the 45. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. They're going to run it. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. He didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Touching 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. This offense is still clicking. This quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. The fumble the last time out symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And they'll use the ground game here.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And looking to throw now on first down. Going for a big play downfield. He's got it near the end zone. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, UCF.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. You guys up front, line up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking for his back. The throw complete to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Hand off to the back. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back, found that with the vision, picks up some big yards for that first down.
On the run here. Lets it go. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. is good. Offense gets 3 points on the drive.
Snap, hold the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They're going to run the option. Powers through. It's a fumble. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Second down play coming up. They'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Third down play for this offense. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Trying for a 4th down completion. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. The Knights are moving quickly down the field.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that 1st down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Both area heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
The Knights pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going. The back's got it. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Third down upcoming after that completion. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. shotgun formation here on third down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Here we are late in a one-score game. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Fires it on the move. He finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The Knights begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. As a design quarterback keeper. He's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Woods. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
Chris, this is almost like taking a sack. Talking about a completion for a loss, every yard is precious. So going backwards, obviously counterproductive to say the least.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And there's the handoff. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, this defense is holding on for dear life. They stop him just short of the goal line, and now we've got a 4th and goal. Late in the game, offense against defense. Can the defense step up one more time, get a stop, and hold on to a victory?
This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. From the shotgun, drops back. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
Here comes the Tulsa offense back out there. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They love to work the clock, but they can't flop. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? The 50, the 40, the 30. What an electric play. He shows the speed, but they're able to run him down just short of the end zone. You've got to be disappointed.
Oh, what a job of getting into the open space and then showing the speed that he has, but he is walked down so close to getting to the goal line. I just hope they end up scoring on this drive after that run.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and be able to accomplish this to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Herb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.